Well, this is what we've been working on. And I don't know, it just seems like I can't get away from them John Deeres. But I turned it up on the end here to get this gasket off there. I'm going to cut that gasket off. And you see I've already done some work on the head. New valves, rings. It's not just, you know, your typical stuff that you probably ought to do. We're going to put a fuel line on it. Did clean up the gas tank, and it's got some JB weld on it. I ain't gonna lie, but it's gonna be all right for what we're gonna do with this one. It's gonna be just fine. We got in there, we cleaned all that up, and back there also. But let me get that gasket off there, and I'll be right back. Okay, we got her sitting back down the right way, and let's see here, we got our gasket off, and since we can see that gasket there, I'm gonna take a Sharpie. Sorry about that camera work there. And color my gasket. And I know y'all done seen this before, because it was a tip that was given to me from my father. And you know, I was thinking just today, all the tips that I use that have came from him. And I mean, boy, phew. Y'all see what I just did right there? Wiped it off there, and it's on the gasket. How good is a tip if you don't use it? You know, somebody gives you a tip, and yes, if you get a tip and you know you never find yourself in a situation where that tip is useful, was it a tip? We did put some new oil. And this video may look a little bit different because totally different camera. Well, that's a good thing. This is what we've been working on, and we were talking about tips. Is it really a tip if you never use it? Because I've got some good tips, and I use them, so I think that's what makes it a good one. And it's raining today. I don't know if I mentioned that. Really rainy. Just a steady, you know, just one of them days. I mean, the electrolysis took the day off, and you know, when the electrolysis takes the day off, it puts everything a day or two behind. This here little John Deere, I'll tell y'all all about it. It was pretty much headed for the scrapyard. It was just a block, and I got a picture. I think I'll try to look it up and find the picture of it. But the more I looked at it and the more I thought about it, I thought, you know, I ought to get that thing running, because I had enough parts, and I actually put it together to this point about 20 minutes ago. I mean, it don't take long, and I am going to take it all back apart, and because I haven't actually fit the crank. I haven't done that, so I need to take it back apart and actually get them right. And then we'll put some oil in it. We'll put us a igniter on there. You see, I've already got down there in the hopper and cleaned up. I cleaned up down there too. And the gas tank, like I said before, it does have some JB weld on it, but I think it's gonna be a nice tank. I did cream the tank after I JB welded it, and I believe it's gonna hold gas for many years. I think it'd be just fine. But we are currently working on, I'd say, probably 5 or 6 things at the same time, which I don't suggest, because I don't know, it's just rough. Let's walk over here, see if we can. This little Galloway, it is, no, it's nowhere near being done, and you see it sit here so long. See, the flywheels have started to rust again, and that's not a good thing. We gotta get that solved here soon. I can't have that. But it's just a little Galloway. The igniter is gonna need rebuilt, and I did have to find an igniter that's not original to this engine. Neither is the rocker here. I had to find that somewhere else. I did put valve guides and new valves. I did not do it myself here in the shop. I had a machine shop do it. Same guy does all my machine shop work. This engine, the previous owner, this engine actually came out of that 100 engines that me and Dad bought. If you look back into that episode, this is, I believe it's a yellow and red engine when you see it in there, and all it is the flywheels and the head here, and the base or whatever. But I've already found all this stuff here, which I had luckily on another engine here, and didn't have to buy any of that stuff. What I don't have is the little beak that comes up here to trip my igniter, so I do need that part. That Galloway decal there, just I don't know, I don't like it. I think I'm gonna go with something different. Y'all see how you can see it right here? Y'all see that? Oh, that ain't good. I gotta get that off there and do something different. More to come on that, because I can't, I just rather not have a decal on there. I just paint it on there, And I'll see if I can't find one of them water slide type decals. But what I was going to say was, the previous owner of this engine repaired it right here, as you see, and they sleeved it. They put a sleeve in it, and oh, I mean, it's a nice repair too. I mean, it's a nice repair. The correct way to do it, the correct way. So I kind of figured it may deserve a second chance, I guess. So I decided to maybe get it running. We'll see. It needs a lot of work still. We'll see. Plus, every chance you turn around, there's a John Deere popping up.